Hey guys, it's Adam, aka Swimming Bird, and I'm starting my first big playthrough, and as you can see in the lower left hand corner, it is Demon Souls for the PS3. Just getting in here. I'm gonna hopefully play through this whole game. I've actually only played up to after the first boss, and I've got a character who's a hunter class at that point, but I'm going to start over here fresh with you guys and start from the beginning through the tutorial and everything. And I think I'm going to do a thief. So when we get to that point, if I like the thief better, I'll continue with that. But if not, I'll switch to my hunter and we can keep going from there. But I wanted to show you guys the beginning if you haven't seen this game. I'm going in mostly blind. I've got a little bit of the game down. I haven't actually played this in like a week or so. So hopefully I can get back into these controls and get everything going. Alright, so that's not going to be too painful. I actually only died once so far playing this game in the tutorial stage, and I made it through the whole first part of the first stage without dying. So we'll see if we can do that again. I don't know. The blood stains and the hint systems in this game definitely help. So if you haven't seen this game before, it's kind of a very old style hard game. Like it's definitely a modern game, but the difficulty is very old school, where it's very punishing. And this is the opening cinematic. But it's got a very dark, brooding setting. I know Zach tried to play it and he didn't really care for it too much. He found it kind of a little repetitive at the beginning especially, but just the fact that it's kind of dark puts some people off. But the opening music here is a little weird. It's just kind of a lady shrill kind of singing, but I've not seen this skeleton guy in the actual game. I guess we could skip through this. If anyone's super interested in seeing this, they can look it up on YouTube because the cinematics are on there. But I'm gonna get right into the game here once I make my character. So we're gonna do a new game, and this character creator is pretty hilarious. Let me show you some of this stuff. Alright, so I think I'm going to do their soldier, knight, hunter, priest, magician, wanderer, barbarian, thief, temple knight, and royalty. They all have their strengths and weaknesses and all that, but I think I'm going to go for thief because I've been enjoying the hunter who didn't really have very heavy armor and could move around a good amount. So we're going to add the appearance. This is hilarious. So you can change the origin from west, east, south, and north. So obviously the developer's perspective, the south is just African American or black, or I don't know, or just Africa, I don't know. This kind of boggles the mind a little bit. We're gonna go for just, I guess, a basic. East apparently have very fat faces, whoever that is. We're gonna go for maybe a west look. North's not too different. The skin's just darker. Let's do west. Let's do some random faces because these are really funny. Some of them just look like they're just like dudes that they took a picture of off the street. Like that guy. He's just some guy's face put on this weird muscular body. So let's start with that. We're gonna keep them fairly young. And I think I'm gonna do a guy. Although I could do a girl. These hairstyles. Let's try a girl real quick. I just want to see. What? Okay, so. When I slide the gender bar, usually it only has 2 positions, but apparently you can slide it and make Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka with her blueberry face. Let's go, hold on, we're gonna go back and change the gender here because it still says it's male even though, there we go, even though, so what happens if God, looks like Nicolas Cage with Kristen Bell's hair or something. Yeah, the more female you get, the more you turn into a blueberry, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna do some random ladies, just these are awesome. That was a guy face. That was for sure a guy's face on the ladies. So how do I get back to the default? There we go. Okay, so let's check out the hairstyles here. Chignon. Shaved, buzz cut. Wait, these are the guy hairstyle. Okay, they're a little different. Some of them seem like the guy hairstyles. Ponytail. Maybe a ponytail? If we're gonna do a thief. She's got a tiny little ribbon in her hair. Which is perfect for this scary setting. Let's have a redheaded lady. And then that looks alright. Details. So we're gonna, let's do, man, so you can really mess up their face here. Like, which one is it? Is it this one? No. One of these. There we go. So this is like a monkey or something. Okay. I like her so far. She looks alright. Vertical spacing. Let's do her eye color. Let's make it, I like the blue eyes though. She looks pretty, she's pretty ugly, but we can't really do much about that. Yeah, I like the really blue eyes, look good. Eye brightness. Some of these sliders, ooh, it's turning albino or something. Okay, so yeah, I guess she looks, let's see what she looks like in her costume here. If we go back, you can kind of see her there. She has a weird mask. I guess she looks okay. I don't know. What else can I do? Details. I can't really do too much. I think her face is pretty good. This is like the default. She's got a bit of a thick neck. Can we do anything about that? Maybe her jaw could be adjusted a little. Don't want to spend too much time on this, but she's got a bit of a chin there. I would say that this game is pretty difficult, though. I have to take it pretty slow. Hopefully this isn't too boring of a video, but before I get too deep into this, I do want to mention that I'm going to have a contest running throughout this series. Now, I kind of wanted to reward people who watch a whole series and comment on all the videos, because a lot of you guys do that already. You comment on all my videos and click the like button and everything and let me know how I'm doing. So that stuff definitely helps me, but I figured I would reward that. So basically the contest is going to be if you leave a comment, you can click the like button and everything. That's definitely good. It helps me, but if the way to enter is to leave a comment on each video, it doesn't have to be anything too specific. Just let me know if you enjoyed it or if you have any suggestions or anything like that. But at the end of this series, I'm going to look at the comments in the last video, and then that's going to be how people will enter. But to enter, you need to have commented on the videos in the series. So I'll go back, when I try to pick a winner, I will go back and look at all the videos and make sure you've commented. So just try to leave a quick comment if you can and you want to enter. And then I'm going to give away either a copy of this game, Demon Souls, maybe Dark Souls if you want it, which is the sequel, or because if you watch me play through the whole thing, maybe you just want to go to the sequel, or I could give you like a Minecraft code. So I'll let you, the winner, decide kind of. But I think this is good. I like this girl. She's cute. Okay, so what's a good thief name? I think I'm going to name her, how do I go back? Backspace, square. Okay, so we're going to do capital. But yeah, this is just going to be a contest for people to enter, like, just by casually watching, basically, and then you can maybe win a game from it. So, how do we do a space? Triangle. Okay. So she is going to be named... Oops. Man, I'm not good with this. See, I've barely used the PS3. I just got it for Christmas recently. So I'm going to go back to lowercase. She's going to be named Le Renard, which is the fox, because she's foxy and she's a thief. Start, enter, yep, there we go. So this is Le Renard, our thief. And I think the thief starts with a bow, which is what I really liked about the hunter class. So I'm going to get into this. I think I might stop here just to make sure this is recording right, because this is almost like a test recording. I've just gotten this set up. So before we click OK, I'm going to stop real quick, make sure everything's good, and we'll get into the game. See you soon. Okay guys, let's get going. Saving data, and we're ready to go with Le Renard. She even has a ponytail, which is like a fox's tail, so I'm trying to remember if there's an opening cinematic here. Yeah.
The 12th, by channeling the power of souls,
I'll try not to talk over this too much.
Unprecedented prosperity
You can
to
read
his
it
northern kingdom
too.
of Boletaria.
I didn't really make
That
too
is,
much sense of this
until
watching
the
it the first
colorless
time. Maybe it'll
deep
make sense
fog
deeper on,
swept
but
across the land.
the story is a little important, but
Boletaria
not
was cut
too
off
much,
from
I
the
don't
outside
think.
world, and those who dared penetrate.
Because I've heard you can go
fog
straight into the
never
sequel Dark
returned.
Souls without really bothering too much with the story, but
Valorfax of
basically
glorious
this land
fangs
has been
broke
fucked,
free from the
and they
fog
need heroes to try
and told the world of
to
Boletaria's
recover it, I
plight.
believe.
That the old King Alant had
A lot of the
aroused
music's
old
very
one,
brooding
the
and
great beast below the
sinister.
Nexus,
This
from its
game kind
eternal
of reminds me of
slumber,
like what I wish
and that the
Castlevania had
colorless
become,
fog had
rather
swept
than
in,
the Lords of
unleashing
Shadows
terrible demons.
type of stuff that it went into, quick time events and everything.
The demons
Not that
hunt
it's
down men
that's
and
bad. Like
claim
I've
their
heard it's
souls.
pretty good from what I've seen.
Those who
Like I
lose
can't
their
really judge
souls
it until I
also
played
lose
it, I
their
guess. But
minds.
it didn't interest me all that
The mad
much.
attack the sane, and chaos
But this
reigns.
series, the Souls series, seems to have the difficulty
Valorfax
and kind of
struck
setting
the
that
enticing
evokes a
power of the
very
demon souls.
Castlevania type feeling,
Each time
for me
a
at
demon
least.
claims a human soul,
So yeah, the
demon's
demons
own
are hunting
soul
the
is
humans to
invigorated
try
by
to
the
get their
life
souls, but
and the
in this
power
game
of
you
a
basically are
mature
trying to
demon's
kill the
soul
demons to get
is
those
beyond
souls
human
back, I guess. But
imagination.
the souls are your currency for your buying equipment and
legends
repairing
spread
and
quickly.
leveling and all this stuff, so
Mighty warriors
get a
were
ton of
drawn
these
to the
souls.
accursed land. But none
These pictures, like,
returned.
it's weird because the way the game
The
actually
aura of the
looks
twin
doesn't
fangs.
really look that much like some of these look like
Yurt,
they
the
were,
silent chief,
I don't know, they remind me of kind of new age
Sage
art a little
obeyed.
bit. Whereas the game has a very like dark,
Scourge of
gritty
the
setting
Wanderer.
compared to some of this. But I guess this is supposed to be
the
before
sixth saint
all this
Astrea
stuff
and
happened.
her knight Garo Vinland,
I said I wasn't going to talk over this, but
and sage Frake the visionary.
I want to make sure if you're bored with this that you're getting some commentary.
Colorless deep fog slowly
Again,
creeps
this stuff
beyond
is all probably on
Boletaria's
YouTube where you can
borders.
actually just sit and watch the cinematics if you want to. So I
Humankind
apologize if
faces
you
a
guys
slow
want to hear
and
the voice
steady
acting.
extinction. The
When we
deep
get
fog
into some
will
of this, the
eventually
one lady,
swallow all
her voice
lands,
acting's funny.
near
Like
and
she has
far.
like a weird, I don't know, her voice. Most of the people in this game have like
Boletaria
Scottish
has one
accents, but her
final
voice is
hope.
just kind of like she has almost
A
like a
lone
lisp or
warrior
something,
who
or
has
some type of
braved the baneful
speech
fog.
impediment or something.
Has the land found its savior,
So
or have the demons found
we
a new
are this
slave?
hero. So let's see. I think we should be getting into here in a second, and I'll try to refresh myself on. Would you like to play the journey to the Nexus? Yes, let's do that. I think it's asking me because I have already played it before, but I would like the tutorial because I do not remember how to do this too much. It's been a little while, like a week or so, I believe. Here we are. Here's Le Renard walking through the mist and fog. She's got her
Brave
little
soul who fears not death.
mask on. It's like a veil, like
I
a
shall
little
guide
like
you.
sexy veil. I don't know how that's gonna help her. Is she trying to disguise herself from the demons or something? I don't know. I think the more we play, the more we'll journey
that
into
you
Le
may
Renard's
allow the old
mind,
one
and learn
back
her inner
to
workings, why she became a thief, what happened to her family and her friends. Who knows? It's up to us to figure out. Alright, my message has been recommended. Did I make a message? I don't remember that. Okay. So, we use R1 to do this. Dagger. There's a two-handed version, which is silly. Yep, we do that. We can block with it. But if I go back to one-handed, I can block with my shield. And there's also the riposte move, which will kind of block stuff and make it so that I can do an instant hit. We can do like a step back, we can do a roll forward. I think I remember most of this. Oh, I just accidentally used my herb. That sucks, because those are how we get health. These little messages tell you how to do stuff. I don't think I need to read most of them, though. So here's a guy coming up here. Let's see if we can riposte him. Come on, buddy. And here he comes. Sometime here. You wanna... It's a dregling, I believe they're called. You wanna come attack me, or are you waiting for me to attack? 'Cause I'm gonna just stab you if that's okay. Okay. I think because he's the first enemy, they didn't make him attack, really. Okay. She should probably get some more, like, neck coverings, I would think. So we can dash with circle. So the thing about this game is I pretty much always walk around with my shield up, because you never know what these guys are gonna pop out and do. Let's see if we can get this guy. Oh. Stab, stab, stab. She's pretty quick. Typically you can't get more than a few hits in before stuff starts to get on you and counterattack. So this is telling you how to lock on. Oh. Now there, you see that little spirit thing? That is another player actually playing the game right now as we speak. Oops. And let's lock on to him. If we can. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Boop. They're dangling on my feet. So the ragdoll physics are a little silly. They're a little silly. They can just kind of slide around. But if you notice those little spirits, I believe those are other players actually playing. So there's other people in here doing stuff as we play. Let's get our shield up and head up the stairs here. See, there's another person already. Stab him. So yeah, these dreglings are pretty slow compared to the thief, so that's nice. I can kind of stab these guys without them doing much to me. That guy's gonna have something. Just check these barrels while I make sure that I'm still recording. Yep, okay. Sorry, I'm a little paranoid that I'm gonna like screw up and have to do this over again, but seems like we're going good so far. Got some more crescent moon grass. That's the main. I think the way the healing grass works is like the better it is, the more moon. Like half moon is better than crescent moon. So yeah, gonna head through here. As you've gathered and I've said, this is a very dark kind of world. I think this is blocked off, right? Yep, we just jumped down here. A boop. Took a little damage from that. Yeah, we gotta watch out because there's some more guys in here. Hey, you gonna come after me? You ready for this? Because I'm gonna riposte and stab right in the right in the nuts. The Renard does not mess around. She will take you down in a moment's notice. Can we do it again? Can we do it? Oh, didn't really do it right, but we still got it. Okay. It takes very careful timing to get the riposte going. I love doing that to those guys. There we go. Ugh. My goal here is to maybe beat the boss at the end of this, because the boss, I know it's possible to beat him, but I died the first time. That's the only time I really died. Hit him a few times. There we go. I like the dagger though, it's quick. With the hunter, he started out with a axe, like a battle axe, and then I moved on to a scimitar when I got that. So let's get going. I think we're pretty close to fighting the boss here, if I remember. The tutorial's not very long. The boss came out of nowhere when I first played this, and I was like, what the heck? And he's fat and scary, and I was not prepared. I think I could only take one hit before healing, and then I had to heal again, but... Oh, are we in the first? No, we're still in the tutorial. Okay. It's at night. And... Repose. Oh, that did not work. Ooh. Yeah, he's a little slow, but just gotta be careful with my my health here. So the more detailed games become, the harder it is to tell enemies from the background. There we go. So like in the old games, you could very easily tell the sprites were outlined. There we go. Right in the stomach. I love that. It rewards you for your careful timing. But yeah, like in old games, you could very easily tell the enemies. Typically, they didn't really blend in with stuff. Ooh. Okay, so this is a blue knight, I believe they're called. They are pretty tough. Let's see what we can do with this guy. And... oh, okay. Well, I guess that one wasn't that tough. I had trouble with him later, so we'll see. Ooh, stuck on my feet. There's another one. I think they might be easier in the tutorial, I would assume. Come here, buddy. See, he's trying to block. But Le Renard, she doesn't mess around with that. She just waits for you to strike and riposte. Oh, maybe. Maybe I should dodge. See, he's got a shield. I gotta be careful. Come here, buddy. You wanna try that again? You wanna try that again? Man. He's a little tougher than I would expect in this tutorial, I forget. I'm just gonna stab him. Yeah. And he's blocking. Gotta be careful. See, he keeps doing damage that way. Ah. Maybe a little this. Nah, he's not falling for that. Come here. You gonna hit my shield? Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Man. I should probably heal. Let's back up a little. We're gonna eat our herb. Herbs are... well, if I've learned anything from video games, it's that herbs are very delicious and that they will heal you of any wounds. Resident Evil taught me that, and this game just confirms that. There we go. Right in the gut nut. She does not... I think maybe because she's shorter, but she doesn't mess around. She just kind of hits people wherever that dagger will go, and it happens to be the crotch most of the time. Alright, there's definitely guys over here somewhere. I think. Let's destroy this, and... see, there's half moon grass, so that'll heal me a bit more. I should be looking at these hints. Yeah, there's... it talks about the bow. I'm gonna save my arrows, because I learned that the arrows are fairly important. There's definitely a guy over right there, yeah. Hey, buddy. Stab, stab, stab. There we go. The archers are not too tough if you can get close to them, as in most games. Unknown soldier soul. So sometimes you'll find souls like that that contain... they're almost like a little pouch full of souls, because you can get more. I'm gonna try to tell you what I know about the game as I play, but if I get something wrong, I don't mind if you guys correct me in the comments. That'll definitely help me out. Try not to spoil stuff for me if you can, but I have a very limited knowledge of the game. Ooh. 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 There we go. Yeah, these guys are pretty weak so far, where I can just kind of slam on the dagger and they can't do much. Oop! There he goes. He did a cartwheel over the stairs. Okay, last guy in this area. He's got a bow. Going down. See, these archer guys seem to not really have much going for them if I get close. The fog seems to be a way for it to load, but I can still kind of go back into that area. It's weird the way it works. Almost messed that up there. Come on, buddy. You want this? Bam, bam. You don't mess with the fox. Okay, what's down here? Let's roll. You gotta be very careful with your rollings and your shootings and everything. There's so many bloodstains where people just fall off of buildings and staircases and die. So the bloodstain system, when we get into the main level, I'll show you that, but it basically shows you how other players died, so it gives you a bit of a hint on how you can survive in an area. Is this going to be the boss right here? I think it is. Yep, okay. Oh my god. Ugh, he already hit me, and I died in one hit. Okay, so there's not a way I'm going to, oh, there's somebody with a bow. That was the Vanguard. If you got a good look at him, probably not. But yeah, the thief, her armor is way too light. I'm guessing, to survive more than one hit. My hunter barely survived one hit, and I kept trying to heal, wasted a lot of grass, and ended up dying. But I believe I'm not sure what the reward is. If anyone knows, you can let me know. But if you beat him, you still ultimately get killed, I believe, and go to the Nexus, which is the hub world in Demon Souls. And once we get through this cinema scene, I think we're going to end this first episode, and we will get into it after this first bit. But we're going to get a little bit more story here.
From its vessel.
You can kind of hear her.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
I need subtitles.
So the world might be mended.
She has a weird... Oh, she's bringing me back. She has kind of a weird accent. That's the girl I was talking about. I think her eyes are, like, sealed with wax. Got a nice shot of her chest. But yeah.
This is the Nexus.
Oh, there we go, subtitles.
It holds together the northern land of Boletaria.
Boletaria.
Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect.
She's kind of laying a lot on me. I mean, I just died and then came back and, like, I just collapsed again. So I've died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. A lot of this game is played as basically like the dead version of you, and you work towards getting your body back. So I basically can't get my body back until I, see, there we go. By capturing Demon Souls, I can regain my physical body. So, I got the Nexus binding, which is how I get back here. But I'm going to need to beat the first boss in the game, I believe, to regain my body. And while I'm in my soul, it makes the game even harder. Let's see if I can get any of these to work. There's one. Okay, what is he doing? He probably pissed off an NPC. So we're gonna watch him get killed by that NPC. Yep, there he goes. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna end here, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to some people and get going on the game proper. Alright? See you guys later.